What's going on, guys? Today I'm about to get into my weekly US30 breakdown slash markup, and we're just gonna get into it. So usually I start off on the higher time frames. I'll look at the daily, zoom on in, and if you take a look at it, just look at it like this. Price has been extremely bullish. US30 has been bullish since March of 2020, and I don't see it coming down anytime soon. So overall, we're still bullish for this week. Because if you look, price came up, had a small retracement, broke above, and is also came down, formed support, and is breaking now to go even higher. So bullish. And I usually do all my drawings and everything on the 4-hour. I have found that this is the most respected for US30 for intraday trading and day trading. So the first thing I would do, I will mark the daily highs, the previous daily highs and previous daily lows. So I have the separators right here, so you can see these have the day. So this is one day, this is another day, and this is another day. So you would come get the low from the previous one. I like to do it in red, and I have it at the dash line. You'll have daily low, because price likes to target daily highs and daily lows. So I always like to know where they're at all times, and if you know the trend, so say you're in an uptrend on the daily, you're going to want to try to break the daily high and not the daily low. So it gives you a nice little bias that you can go by. And then you want to mark off the daily high, which is here. Okay, and then once you have the daily highs and lows, you want to look at price, and you want to see where the more lows and highs are, because these are where you're going to draw your fibs for the areas. So right here, this is the lowest point. I'm going to get it from the lowest point to the highest point. So that's our first fib. And then you want to look at fibs that haven't been, I don't know how to explain it, but they haven't retraced yet. So see, if you pulled a fib right here, you see that it came down and retraced. Right now, you always want to draw it like this, because this is what it's going to be looking like when it's actually happening. So you got to bring it to the lowest point. So the highest point to the lowest point, and see how it starts moving up. So it will be here at the bottom of it. Okay, then another thing I do, I would label all my order blocks. And if you don't know what an order block is, ICT made it. It's not a concept I made. So if you go on ICT on YouTube, you can learn it for yourself. But I'm gonna just have my example. So the order block is basically the last up or down candle before a move that takes out lows. So see how price was consolidating, came up, retraced a little, came up, and then came down, and then started breaking all these lows like this. So right here would be the order block, and it will be a 4-hour order block. I like to label them. I'm not going to be using this. This was just an example, but see right here, this is order block 2. The last down candle broke lows, and then came up and then took these highs. This will be a 4-hour bullish order block. Just draw it out, and if you see, this is also lining up now with the fib that we drew from up here. Okay, and you will label it bullish order block. I like to do mine colors. It just makes it easier. Green buying, red selling. So this is your one order block. Another order block will be right here. This will be also a 4-hour order block that I will have labeled. Okay, and then since there's an order block here, I would also pull a fib either from here, because you see this lines up also, or if you pull it from this low to here, it still lines up with the 79. So this area is still very confluence. It has a lot of things going on here. It has a 4-hour order block, and it has multiple fib levels that are mine. If you look at my other video, you can get my fib levels and you can get my settings. But that's a lot of confluences. I'm not gonna have all of these here. I'm gonna just keep this fib. I already know it's a lot of confluence here, so I'm looking for buys in these areas. And mind you, it depends on time of day too. I don't get in trades at any time of day. I get in trades strictly from 8:30 in the morning to 12 o'clock. But that's for US30. Some pairs are different, but those are times that work for US30, and I found that they tend to reverse at those times, if you get what I'm saying. So now that you got all these labeled out, you could also label this as like a possible zone 2 order block. I wouldn't label it an order block though, because if you look, it's just an area that has a lot of confluence also. So since I'm looking for buys in all these areas. So I would just wait for price to get down here, and if it's in this price area and it's breaking highs and it's showing market structure, like bullish market structure, and it's in my time zone, that's how I get in my trades. It gives me an area to look for basic areas. I don't know where it's always going to go, but I just know once it comes here, then I'm buying, and that's how my strategy is. Alright, let me see if there's anything else. Another thing, you always want to mark out your quarter points. You don't always have to. Oh, those are all big. Hold on. I don't like that. That's ugly. Let's do that. Make these smaller. Okay. We're gonna mark out all our quarter points. I'm gonna just put a whole bunch. And if you don't know what quarter points are, it's basically whole numbers. So 250, 500, 33, 500, 00, so 33,000. Okay, then once you get all your quarter points, that's basically it. So you just wait for price to open, and then when price opens, I will also put a line, but it will be black, and I will have it as market open price. And I will have wherever it opens at, I will put this there, and it will show me where market opens, and it will give me a good direction for the week also. But that's something you have to learn. If you could just go to ICT, I'm not going to teach his stuff. That's all him. But yeah, that's basically it. That's my little, basically how I'm going to get through the week. We know from the higher time frames that we're bullish, from market structure, from basically how everything has been going, breaking highs, not going past lows. We're very bullish. The weekly's bullish, everything's bullish. So now that since we're bullish, we just wait for these retracements to our fibs, and that's how we just gonna get active. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.